Hi Taurus, this is going to be your reading for March 2026. I hope everyone is having a good day so far. If this resonates with you, please like, subscribe, share, comment if it doesn't check your moon or rising, because you could be in that energy as well. Just a reminder, these are general reads, so just take what resonates and leave the rest. How I do my readings, I'll start with the Angel Oracle guide here. I'll move on to traditional tarot and then back to Oracle at the end. If I pause at any moment, it's just because I'm trying to feel the energy that is around you at this time, so I appreciate your patience there. All right, let's get right into it. So your message for this month is cut the cords. Your message. In spirituality, cords are energetic bonds that connect us to a situation, person, or place. There are different types of cords, but in the context, they're all connecting to situations or people that can have a negative or draining effect upon us. We also create a negative cord when we have the expectation of an outcome of a situation, especially when it's outside of our control. So this is an important time to release any attachment to people, places, situations, or outcomes, or anything else that could be limiting your experiences of joy. Angels are wrapping you in the light of love so that you can lovingly detach from situations that could be draining, dramatic, or damaging to your health or purpose. If you're finding yourself hanging on in a situation that you know is unhealthy or negative, Angel Wisdom is encouraging you to call upon the help you need to release from it. Know that angels are guiding you to surrender to the need to direct and control at this time, so you can welcome in the spiritual support that is available to you. When you ask your angels to support you in cutting the cords, they will help you dissolve the connections that are hooking into you in a negative situation. You may have to do your part too by removing yourself from harmful or draining situations. If you have any questions regarding the situation or relationship or outcome at this time, know that you're being guided to find a new way forward, as it will be more rewarding and replenishing for you. Ultimately, cutting the cords is an act of self-care and self-love. I love that, Taurus. I feel like, especially when we cut cords, a lot of us don't know that we have energetic cords attached to situations or things. I mean, it can be trauma, it can be people from our past, right? So I found cord cutting very helpful for myself. I've done a lot of cord cutting meditations here on YouTube, so I always suggest them when this card comes up, because I think it's a great free way to do it, especially if you are kind of low on resources. Also, just knowing that you are allowed to be free of this energy is really, really helpful as well. If it's a very intense cord, maybe try to do one of those, like, rolling the egg all over you to get the energy and cracking it to release the energy that might be attached to you. Or maybe paying someone you know that does spiritual stuff to do a cord cutting ceremony. But I feel like they're trying to move you into a new direction here. It feels... Just pull some more cords. Tell me you're not alone. Wow. Okay. Yeah, it feels like this energy of kind of not being alone. You know, it's feeling like there's actually some past energy to come and help you here. Let's see if I can get any more information, Taurus, for this month. Connections are going to be really, really big. Past relationships. Positive. It's like positive past relationships and negative. In a way, it's like looking at those kind of connections for you. Saying monumental. So there's something big definitely coming in for you here. Big change for yourself. A big, moving into another direction. Or maybe this is someone coming in that's going to be very pivotal in your life. But I see a lot of prosperity here and a lot of like good energy that's popping in for you. So let's get into it. I have the Three of Pentacles here, which is our connections card. It's the people that we work with. And the energy for here, especially when it's like also the star coming out here as well, Aquarian energy. But it feels like you're also working with the universe right now, as well as like on the earthly plane, maybe someone from your past coming in to connect with you. It's like, hey, let's team up, let's work on this together. Or I really like the way you do things, Taurus. Like, I really like how you live your life. I want to learn from you, vice versa. Maybe this is you also reaching out to someone here as well in the connections, because you do have the Six of Cups in the reverse here, which is energy of being stuck in the past. But I feel like it's stuck in the past of being like, no, there's something here. It's almost like this old connection coming maybe back into your life, or you're initiating it here as well. This person could be Aquarius or an earth sign. Someone that you see is really grounded, successful, has a lot of stability here. Maybe this is what you want to wish for yourself, because it is, an earth sign, so Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. You can't do this alone. Like, this is just energy here of like, I don't know if before you just thought, independence, that's the way I do these things. That's what I'm going to do here. I'm going to be the person that gets it done myself and do it for myself here. But actually, this month of March, they're asking you to kind of look at your connections and maybe work with kind of new people in your connection here, so you can kind of receive this. So you can kind of bring this King of Pentacles into life. If some of you are a little bit older here, Taurus, I feel like they are asking you here, you might be the mentor to someone here, or might be kind of giving back. I'm giving this giving back energy with the star. The star is Aquarius energy. It's all about hope, but she's kind of replenishing here. So she's like transmuting the energy of the stars, and she's replenishing it back into the water. So back here, kind of on the earthly plane. And so it's like replenishing energy. So that's why it kind of feels like for you, this might be like a second chance with a connection here, or you're the one that's like, okay, I got to replenish this kind of relationship. I got to put more energy and more time too, because I just feel like there's some kind of connection here for you. I have the Devil in reverse, so this is a good sign. This is a good connection, a good energy for you, because it's saying whatever fear, doubts, chains that were holding us down before, we're finally breaking free from. This can also be like societal devil energy here. For you, it can just be energy. It could be, from mental health struggles, abuse, struggles. Maybe this is kind of old chains that were attached through this kind of cut the cords, right? These old chains that were a part of us that are not serving us anymore, that's not helping us anymore. Those might be some of the chains that we're cutting here that are actually holding us back. And I feel like some of this energy I'm feeling for you, Taurus, is like a different perspective that you're kind of seeing on things. You're like, wow, I have to be the one that kind of removes myself from that. I got to be the one that kind of gets myself away from this kind of devil energy. And it doesn't mean other people are going to not be there to help us, but you're just like, let me connect, let me not feel this anymore. I just feel like this big energy for you to kind of reconnect. Like there's something else. It's this energy of feeling here that there's something else for you here. It's like, no, we're not done with it yet with the World card in reverse here. It's like there's something that hasn't come to a completion. It's like, we're not done with this. So there's something I gotta maybe keep working at, or learning, or a new connection I have to make. So if some of you are thinking of moving away from something here, I think it's more of a time here to kind of reconnect, reevaluate. Is this energy that I'm feeling for you? Because in this reevaluations, you're going to get rid of a lot of this maybe stuck energy or devil energy, or cords that were kind of holding us back or holding us down. We do have the Four of Swords in the reverse here, which is like a healing energy, a coming back to. Maybe it was a time where you were feeling really down, where you're feeling like you just need to heal, you just need to rest. And this month of March, it's like, okay, now I'm back. I'm back to kind of feeling like myself again. I'm back to being ready to kind of put myself out there to reach out for these connections. I have the Four of Wands energy, which is coming home energy, because the Four of Wands is all about celebration, home life. Sometimes I see this as like a house, or a house environment, family. This is buying a house, returning home to family, joyous celebration. Some of you might be going to a wedding here in March as well. But I'm feeling like it's just like, find that kind of joy, find that kind of excitement, that kind of freedom in this situation. Even if you're feeling like, maybe these old cords are kind of holding you back, there's some kind of work to be done here that's going to be so beneficial for you. feel like there's something here you're trying to create and manifest for yourself here. And this is kind of where the spiritual aspect comes in. And you're like, I'm trying to manifest this. Or sorry, wrong card. I'm trying to manifest this for me, right? With this magician energy. The magician upward is saying you have all the tools to manifest what it is that you want here. It's the beginning of a journey though, right? It's card number 1. Only the Fool comes before it. So you have everything you need to alchemize what it is that you want in your life, or any manifestations that come up here. The thing that's going to be the most helpful for you is finding what that is that you want, knowing that you have all the tools, and surrendering, right? With this 4 of Pentacles here is letting it go. And you're like, what do you mean letting it go? Like, these are my hopes, these are my goals, this is what I want to manifest. Yes, but this is about teamwork for you in March. This is about, you know, the people who are here to help you. And I feel this on kind of a divine level for you, on a spiritual level as well. You're co-creators. You know, if you're the only person that is doing all the work and you feel like you're alone and you're just like, well, you know, I'm doing this whole project by myself, that's not really allowing the universe in. That's not really allowing for this help, because you've been so like, I'm the only one that can do this. But if you really see this as a collaboration, especially with your energy, especially what it is that you're trying to bring in for yourself here, that's when you're going to be the most successful with this kind of King of Pentacles. It's like, sometimes I can just, you know, I don't have to touch it. Sometimes I can have someone else step in and kind of help me here. And I feel like that's also on like the universal plane. So if you have big manifestations for this year, if you have things that you're trying to create in your life, you gotta let it go. You gotta be like, I know it. I know it's on the way. This is what I'm manifesting. This is specifically what I want in this next chapter for myself. And then I'm just going to let it be. And I'm just going to let it come to me and let it happen here. And I feel like that's going to take away a lot of your stress that you've been feeling here. A lot of anxiety. They keep just coming back to this energy of doing it myself. They're coming with this stubborn energy, Taurus. Like, you know, it's like, no, I can do it. I can do it. Is this energy that I'm feeling here? Maybe you're just one of those people too. You're like, no, I can do it. I can do it. And it's like, you're going to be so much lighter if you just said, yeah, can you step in and help me here? Or yeah, that'd be great, actually, if you could, you know, help me with this. Or if you could maybe take some of the load off here for a bit. That's this energy that I'm getting from you. It's like they're trying to give you this more groundedness, this more kind of stability here for yourself. And that's why the 3 of Pentacles kind of came out here. 3 is all about kind of community, other people around us here as well. And so it just feels like they're trying to lighten the load for you a little bit here. So just allow that, you know, allow yourself to, you know, maybe look for peace or find peace here. Especially in your kind of current situation. I have the Tower coming out sideways. And when cards come out sideways in my readings, it means energy can go either way, Taurus. It's either in the upright where something drastic happens and it's like we don't see it coming, right? And it just rocks us, just shakes us. It's like a surprise. Sometimes this can be good energy here as well, like a good surprise. The universe is coming in to change something. Or when it's in the reverse, it's like we see the crack in the foundation. We see that something might be coming, or maybe we sense something that is coming towards us here. You're just like, oh, I feel that. I see that. I understand that. So it doesn't make this kind of crash of this tower so heavy. I do have the 2 of Wands popping in as well, which is saying you have the earth in your hands. This is like opportunities coming in for you. Just know that the world is kind of yours to explore. The world is yours to kind of conquer here, because it feels like with this 3 of Swords moment, this 8 of Cups moment, and this 5 of Wands, it's like you're trying to walk away from some of this pain, some of this heartache maybe that you've been feeling so much maybe in your life in general, Taurus, or I'm getting like spiritual cleanse kind of energy for you here. but it's just like, this is not serving us anymore. You know, maybe your life has kind of been built on this kind of pain or struggle or conflict, even, or maybe this past couple months has been that for you, but you're like, I don't want that anymore. You know, I want to be kind of at peace. I want to be able to explore. I want to be open to kind of joy and happiness and celebration here as well. So it just kind of feels like you're making that choice to move away from that energy here. And that's what I was talking about with the cutting the cords as well. This might be some past trauma, some past hurt, or some past conflict here that we're still connected to. But I feel like it's a real cleansing month for you in March, where you're supposed to be more of the kind of like, no, we're moving into this kind of next phase. We're moving into something that is more collective than before. The moon card's coming out sideways, again, can go either way. Either it's full of, you know, kind of subconscious, like we're not really understanding what is happening. I always see the moon card as there's like a veil over our eyes. You know, we're not seeing the picture clearly. We're not understanding maybe what is going on. But when it's in the reverse, it's like, okay, now we see things clear. Now that veil is lifted from our head. The subconscious comes into the conscious. So there might be some things here that you're not even aware of. You're like, oh, you know, maybe you've been you've been maybe subconsciously attaching yourself to this pain, attaching to yourself this hurt here. You know, we're not allowing ourselves to release it or let it go or move on from it, because we're just harboring it, right? We're holding on to it for dear life. It just showed me a balloon trying to escape, and we're just like, no, we don't want this balloon to leave, like this helium balloon. You're like trying to like catch it. You're like, no, it needs to stay with me. But if there's something about this releasing of the balloons, showing me those lanterns things, like some people release lanterns. I'm seeing that as well here, Taurus. Something about releasing it. Just release it, let it go, release it. And that's going to be your kind of biggest thing for March, is it's like time to release. It's time to just take all that and just, we don't need it anymore. We're letting go of it. Maybe it might be nice to, I mean, it might not be good for the environment, but, you know, doing something like that, releasing a lantern that has all maybe your fears on it, or all the things that you've been holding on to, and just kind of releasing that. One time someone told me, or a psychic told me, to kind of write down on a piece of paper all the things that you're holding on to from something in my past or about someone, and light it on fire when it's done, and like feel that energy kind of releasing from you. So it feels like that's kind of what you kind of need to do here, Taurus. Yeah, finding that peace. That's what I was talking about this whole reading, this temperance energy. Watering your own cup, finding peace, finding tranquility in this energy. Sagittarius energy here. We have the Queen of Swords here, and the Queen of Swords is always like my chess board. Kind of basically, I always see this as chess, right? This person is strategic. They're clear, they're thoughtful, they're communicative. They point the sword in the direction they're going. And it's like, yes, the king is the most power, like the whole game wraps around the king in chess, but the queen is the most powerful piece because it can move anywhere. And that's what you need to kind of see yourself here as well. Be able to kind of move wherever you need to move with the Six of Swords. Some of you might be physically moving this month. Some of you might be physically traveling, because you're like, this is what I feel is right. This is where I'm intending to move my energy here, and that's what I'm going to do here, Taurus. So again, I feel like some of you are making power moves or making yourself have clear intentions this month and moving in that kind of direction. If you're getting pulled to any kind of location, this would be a great time to get pulled to it. Maybe there's something there for you. But wherever you're moving with the Wheel of Fortune, you are moving in this direction of, it feels like purpose, like divine order in a way. The universe has your back. Fate is moving in your favor here. So even if these situations come up where you're feeling this pain, where you're feeling this kind of conflict or this tower moment, just know it's all for your benefit here. You have a lot of really good cards, and fortune is spinning in your favor here. So I feel like you having that confidence this month to be like, I'm ready to kind of leave all that past energy behind here. I'm ready to bring in and transmute new energy, new connections into my life. And it feels like you're kind of shifting out of old thoughts, out of old subconscious patterns, old self-conscious, or self-conscious, maybe self-conscious too, maybe you're a self-conscious person, but subconscious relationships, and you're moving past that. Even your manifestations, you're letting go. There's this freeing energy for you in this month of March. Bring love into the situation. You should bring it's funny, I'm filming this on Valentine's Day. I have a tarot schedule, but bring love in the situation. That's so true. In this whole releasing, give yourself this love, give yourself this care. Don't be like, maybe I should have done this earlier. Don't think you've stopped yourself from so many years of releasing all of this and carrying this. Like, I feel this almost like regret. You're like, kind of wish I did this earlier. I kind of wish maybe I was strong enough to do this around you, but it just feels like now's the right time. Everything's kind of lining up for you in that kind of divine order. Vulnerability. And I'll read that for you. You may be feeling like you should withdraw. This is an opportunity to wait and regroup. You are in need of rest and relaxation, right? Freeing energy. You might be feeling overwhelmed. Take some much needed downtime. Take in your surroundings. Notice the season and the changes that are taking place out in nature. The seasons are changing right now. Things are continually evolving. Think about the clouds you see in the sky. They are constantly moving, changing, reshaping themselves. Allow yourself to connect with Mother Nature in a deeper way. Align the rhythm of your heartbeat with of Earth and slow your thoughts and emotions down. Trust that everything will work out. We are talking about releasing that, finding those manifestations and releasing it. The signs that things work themselves out are all around you, so take notice. It's an exciting month for you. I feel like you're going to find so much kind of mental clarity and freedom here, Taurus. So that was your monthly reading. I hope it helped.